to get started with ArcGIS Online, you just simply go to the arcgis.com and go into the upper corner here and click Sign In. And you can create a free public account as a journalist. One thing we do want to make sure you're aware of is that we've specifically rewritten the terms of service for journalists so that you can use ArcGIS Online for your work in ways that pretty much nobody else can. So simply log in to ArcGIS Online once you've created an account. And when you do, you'll get thrown into kind of a content management system for your maps. It's a good way to think about this. And so if I go ahead and click Map, what I can do is I can start playing with an interactive map and start building some content. So I have this Excel spreadsheet that I'm sure many of you have worked with similar spreadsheets. So I simply have this spreadsheet saved to my desktop. And so if I go back to ArcGIS Online, I can go here to the Add button, and I want to go ahead and click Add Layer from File. And when I do this, this lets me navigate to any files on my computer. So if I go to my desktop and I navigate to this data set, I simply click Import Layer. And what ArcGIS Online is going to do is it's going to read that data set for any geographic information and map it. Now, the cool thing about ArcGIS Online is that not only does it map your data, but it gives you a few different ways to look at your data. We call this smart mapping. So by default, what ArcGIS Online does is it looks to see if you have any numeric values in your data. And if you do, ArcGIS Online says, hey, you might want to map against that. So here, without doing anything but uploading the data set, ArcGIS Online has already given me a map of my data that shows the average charges for each patient in that data set. And if I click on any of these points, I can see that all that information that was in this Excel spreadsheet I uploaded has come through to the map, which is really cool. Now, let's say I don't really want to look at my map this way. I want to see how it would look, as a thematic map. Well, the great thing about ArcGIS Online is you can quickly select a different renderer to see what that would look like. If you want to see a heat map of your data, simply click that option, and you can instantly see the heat map. So there's a lot of different ways you can get up and running quickly with ArcGIS Online, but the nice thing is we're not throwing you into an interface where you kind of have to figure it out. We're trying to give you a hint about where you might want to go with your data. Now, if you open any of these renderers, you'll see you can customize the symbology however you want, use your own custom colors. We totally support that. We've got an interactive histogram that lets you better explore your data, and as you make changes here, your map instantly responds on the right side. So what's really great about ArcGIS Online is it's a way to easily create an interactive map, and once you create that map, you can then share it out to the public. And you can share your map as kind of a standard web-based map that we've all seen the standard kind of interactive web maps that get embedded in the bottom of articles. Or you can publish your map in what's called a story map template, which offers a lot more detailed, more rich functionality and really makes your data sing. So this is a map that NBC Los Angeles did about officer-involved shootings in their area. And this uses one of our story map templates where it lets you basically consume your maps but fuse them with really nice narrative text about storytelling and other things all in a single interface. And as you see, this just lives right on their website. And so this is a great way to really tell a more detailed story. You can use images. As you see, it doesn't have to be a map. You can use images. It's almost like a storify for maps is a way to think about it. Alternatively, people like the AP use our mapping technology all the time to cover disasters. So after the recent earthquakes in Nepal, they built a simple swipe map that lets you easily compare pre- and post-disaster imagery in Nepal. What's interesting about this map, and one of the benefits of ArcGIS Online, is you might notice all these other little points in this map. This is actually damage assessment information coming directly from the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. We work with a lot of government agencies, so there is a lot of great data that already exists in ArcGIS Online, and more is being added every single day. One other story map template that really helps tell your stories is what we call the map tour. So this is actually a map that the ATF built following the Baltimore riots to help people identify suspects who were involved in kind of some of the activities that damaged the city, specifically the arson. So again, we're Esri. The tool is ArcGIS Online. You can get there from arcgis.com. It's a great resource to easily create interactive maps.